look at that smile. I'll die too. Jesus. Show and tell. Hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching Fruits Basket Reboot Season 1, Episode 24. It's the one episode for last of the season, and I am so ready and not ready for this episode. Oh my god. Yes, let's get into it. Last episode, Shisha arrived. He made it. and other things. But this is what we left off on. Time to embrace your inner demon, even if it's really hard. Check out my Patreon to get ahead of Fruits Basket reactions. I've just posted episode 4 of season 2. Most importantly though, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to help my channel grow. Don't forget to support the original content, and let's get into it. Oh god. They call him Shihan. Only Kyou calls him Shihan, I think, right? Like, is Shihan a... I don't know exactly what that means. Like a more formal way of calling him that, or... What a close-up of his...
Kyoko,
oh my god, Shigure just... Sometimes he doesn't shut up! I mean, all the time. I mean, he does it on purpose. But oh my god, he's needling? Look, he has a hard time showing affection. Already. Like, he's done the same thing when he laughed and couldn't laugh in front of Kyou. They're so cute. Ah, I can't. Thank God for that. He's so cute, look at that smile. Does he know about her? You're just not used to it. It's so unfair to do this to him like this, though. I mean, I get it. It's so terrible. Like, he doesn't want him to get even further entrenched and then be hurt. Like he's saying, okay, I'm going to do this right now. And cut to the chase and just see what happens.
万に一つにかけるのですか。
That is a really big risk.
私もまだまだ修行が足りないということだね。それでもかけてみたい。彼女にそろそろ本来の姿のこともきちんと受け止めなくては前に進めぬよ。
受け止めてるよ。
猫つきとして生まれた時点で終わってる代物なんだってね。それがネズミのあいつのせいだってことだ。
あいつが悪いんだ。あいつを殺して俺も死んでやる。そうすりゃ満足なんだろ。俺も死ねば。
I'll die too. Jesus.
ユキを憎むことで全てを覆い隠し、そんな形でしか自分を保っていけないのか、そして死んでいくのか。たった一人で祖父のように本当のこと、本来の姿を知られた
Yeah, you
く
don't
はな
want
い。
to test it and
知
then
ら
be
れて
hurt
失う
even
のが
more.
怖い。その曖昧な状況からお前は逃げようとしているだけなんだよ。ならば私はその逃げる手を取ろう。今日お前の人生は本当に終わっている代物なのかどうか。
私はあなたを愛しているから。だから誰にも見せない。誰も見ないで。気持ち悪い。体が醜くひしゃげてるよ。それに何？なんてひどい匂いなの。
Oh god, this is horrifying.
kyoko。気持ち悪い。
見られた。終わりだ。終わりだ全部。もうダメだ。
君が悪かったですか。怖いと思いましたか。癒してくださいますか。
本当はどうするべきなのかわからないです。でも大丈夫。私はあなたを
やめろ。
愛しているから。
Oh shit. He broke a whole mountain there. Like there's something very humanoid about him.
やるな。目見えてんのか。鼻聞いてんのかよ。薄気味悪いだろ。気持ち悪いんだろ。だって放っておかねえんだよ。同情なんざごめんなんだよ。
でも私はあなたを。
あれだ。消えろ。
What? Oh shit, what?
今度はその面ぐちゃぐちゃに切り刻むぞ。消えろ。一層失うな。もうこれ以上ないってぐらい傷つけてダメにしてやる。こいつが二度と気に病まずに済むくらい。
私は少しも怖くなんてないわ。
違う。本当は怖かったんだろう。だから一日に何十回も俺の地図が外れたりしないか確かめたんだろう。だったらなんで俺を外に出そうとしなかったんだ。
可愛いから誰にも見せてあげないの。
恥ずかしかったんだろ。
あなたのためならお母さん死んでもいいもの。
なんでそんなことばっかり言うんだよ。
母さんは誰よりもお前を愛していたんだぞ。
やめろよ。そんなもの俺に押し付けるなよ。そんなものいらない。いらないんだ。
うちに帰らないとダメです。でないと京くんはあの家に戻ってきてはくださらない気がします。二度と
離せよ。
怖いです。今の京くんは声をお聞きしても京くんではないみたいで。でもこれからは ちゃんと分かっていきたい。これからはキヨ君が私の弱音をちゃんと聞いてくださるように、辛いことも怖いことも弱いこともちゃんと教えてほしい。悩ませてほしい。これからも一緒に過ごしたいんです。
So his mother told him. She told him she will die for him, not live for him.
全てを愛してくれなくたってよかったんだ。でも母さんは愛情でごまかしてみようとしなかった。俺はちゃんと一緒に考えて悩んでほしかったんだ。一緒に生きていこうって。そんなこと絶対誰も口にしてはくれないって思ってた。思っていたのに。そうやってお前は俺の中の醜い感情を、虎のついた物思いを一つずつ溶かしていってしまうんだ。どうして願うんだろう。もうそんな資格俺にありはしないのに。なのに今度こそ大切にしたいって、離れたくないって。
God, this episode kills me. I mean, there's something about it so absurd. Like, there's this weird form that he turns to randomly. Like, okay, it's the curse of the cat, but it's like, why that form? Like, what does it have to do with a cat? It just has to be something disfigured. I mean, there is, I guess, something a little bit cat-like about it, but it honestly more reminds me of a bunny of some sort. Anyway, like, it's very disfigured. And I assume, I think, like, honestly, the smell has to have a lot to do with it. Like, the thing that you're around something that actually smells really bad. That immediately makes you, like, revolted, you know? I mean, because I think that the form itself is very creepy and weird, but I don't think it's, like, you know, it's definitely very creepy and weird. But, like, to add on top of that smell, I think it's, like, very important that they point it out, like, oh my god, it smells like something rotten. It smells, like, so bad, you know? Like, because I think the smell really, really affects your senses. Like, it's a very strong sense that really kind of like assaults you, I think, in some way. I still think that it's really harsh. I understand why Kazuma did it, like, because if he went to Kyou and was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, like, we're going to test if Tooru actually is going to reject you, of course Kyou would never go for it. Like, he would never allow that. So he had to kind of force it on him to show him that there's still hope, hopefully, even though he didn't know for sure himself, because he just, like, observed Tooru and Kyou for a little bit, like just kind of watched them and saw Kyou's, like, really soft expression, and, you know, realized that he really cared for her. And I mean, it's true that it would have hurt him even more if it was later on that she suddenly discovered it and was like, suddenly she couldn't handle it. It would just have left. It would have hurt him even more. But even now, it could have hurt him a lot. Like Shigure said, what if Tooru accepts him and he doesn't accept him, you know? And he never smiles at you again. Like, and he just ruined him for good. Like, that is such a real possibility, and it's so scary. God, I'm so invested in this story. Because yes, it's very absurd and kind of bizarre. This monster that just comes out of Kyou, that just like the Kyou is cursed by. But I think in a lot of ways it just stands for the ugly part of you. You know? Just the part that you can't have anyone see, because if they see it, they will never accept you, basically. Like, the part of you that you can't even accept. You just want to, like not think about and hide deep down the side of you that you just hate. Like, there's just so much burden that they put at him as a kid. Like, okay, he's born with the cat spirit, and already he's hated for that because he's like different and like he's an outcast and everyone, yeah, and no one likes him already. And then like on top of that, like he turns into this form, and Akito tells him that he's disgusting. I mean, okay, and then his mother tells him that, oh no, he's it's fine, like he's a human, it doesn't matter, like this side of him is just kind of a side effect, and they can just kind of ignore, like she was trying to ignore it and trying to make him ignore it, just be like, no, it's all perfect as long as you don't turn into this monster, everything is just fine, and I love you. But you know, but the fact, like what she said, the things she said themselves weren't, I think, the problem. It's that she didn't mean them all the way. Like she said, I love you, but she didn't mean, like, she didn't mean all of you, you know. She said she meant only the side of you that I accept. The other side I can't. So, you know, this love is already it's already shaky. And it makes him like hate himself more because he realizes this. He realizes that his own mother doesn't, you know, can't accept this part of himself. Like nobody accepts it. And like the only love that he deserves is the love that he gets when he's, you know, only this side of himself and not this other side of himself. And he has to keep himself in check, and he has to make sure that nobody ever sees, because nobody will ever accept it. And the fact that she would say to him, I would die for you. Like, I don't know, that's not a thing that you say to your child. I would die for you. Like generally speaking, like, I would die for you. I think unless you're like in a life or death situation and that comes up, I don't think that's something you want your child to think about. Like, I love you so much that I would die for you. Like, why would your child want to hear that? Kind of like, yeah, your child doesn't want to think about you dying, you know? And she never really, like, for her, it just felt like it was this kind of burden that she had to bear and kind of, you know, just get through it somehow, you know, make the best of it, but it just kind of with her eyes closed and just kind of be like, okay, I'm just gonna get through it. Like, I'm just gonna, you know, do what I need to do. I'm gonna love this child, but I'm not gonna, really look at him. I'm not gonna really accept him. I'm just gonna pretend, and it will work. I will just pretend. And of course it didn't work, and then she killed herself. Like, to top everything off, she killed herself. Like, she said, I would die for you, and then she killed herself because she couldn't actually, like, bear being your mother. And then, you know, he hears that from other people saying, oh yeah, she committed suicide because of him. And he doesn't even cry. So look what a monster he is. Like, oh my goodness. Like, this relationship is so scarring. Just to, like, imagine this kind of thing. And then thank God for Kazuma that he existed, because otherwise, I don't know, there wouldn't have been anything left. I mean, the thing is that, you know, even when he was that young, he said, everything is Yuki's fault. I will kill him and then I will die myself. Like, he already, like he said, I accept that the fact that I have them cursed by the spirit, by the cat. The spirit of the cat means that my life was over. Like, as soon as I was born, basically. And that's what he was taught to believe, because, like, everything else, like, that part of himself was just not acceptable. Like, it would never be acceptable by anyone. You don't even have to love that side of him, or say, like, oh, like, that was with the mother. It was pretending it wasn't really there. That it wasn't, like, such a big deal. But the thing was that she was covering up for what she really was feeling, and that's why it came across as so fake, and Kyou could read through it. Like, he could tell. Like, if she wasn't able to actually just, you know, look at her son and be like, this, like, I love my son, and this thing that he's plagued by doesn't, like, even if it scares me and I don't understand it, and, like, it doesn't change who he is as as my child. Like, it was kind of, she was, like, ashamed of him, but it was also, like, ashamed that she gave birth to him, I think. It was, like, kind of a failing that she saw in herself that she was kind of trying to correct in somewhere. She had like this idea of what a parent should be, and she was trying to be that, and she just couldn't pretend though. Like she thought she had to pretend in order for it to be true, instead of just seeing what there is and being like, okay, you know, this is reality. What do we do now? Like how do I get through it with him, kind of. Which is exactly what Tooru did, and exactly what he said to her. Like, that she just, like, she saw him, realized she was scared, was going to go away when he told her to, like, he hurt her and told her to go away and never come back. And then she realized that you know, if she goes away, Kyou will never come back. That would be the end of it. And she couldn't let that go, because first and foremost, she saw him as a person who happens to have this kind of condition. I don't know what to call it. You know, and that was like more important to her, the person that he is. So I'm going to accept all of you. I'm going to look at you and tell you how I actually feel and how scared I am. But I want you back, you know, you, and live with you, not die. Not die. Like dying for someone, I think in some way, I mean, I know it's kind of weird to say it, but dying for someone is kind of easier than living with someone, you know? Like living with someone, you have to accept all their flaws. You have to, you have to kind of live with it and kind of, and go day by day through it. And dying for someone, it just happens in a moment. Maybe it happened, like maybe it's a long moment, but you know, it's a kind of split, for the most part. I think it's a split second decision that you just like, I mean, maybe you make yourself ready for it, like you know it's a thing you would do, but you do it and then that's it, you know. And I mean, it means a lot, but it doesn't mean as much as living with someone, in a way. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to make it sound like dying for someone means nothing, but of course it does in certain situations, but not like just thinking this is the end goal, like, oh my god, I will die for you, you know, that's how much I love you, I will die for you. Like, okay, what did I gain from that? You know, I just lost you, you died, and now I have to live with myself moving forward, like, and I don't know, make it day by day by myself without you. So yeah, not to mention the fact that she didn't even die for him, she just died because obviously she couldn't stand it, because obviously she was like kind of, you know, crumbling, I don't know, like she couldn't stand the burden of the fakeness of it, like just pretending she was, like, obviously it was, I mean, it's not easy for sure. Then you know, I mean, I do feel for her in some way, because you just imagine like giving birth to someone that everyone hates just for the fact of what they happen to be cursed by, you know, like the whole family knows about, like, not the whole family, anyway, those who know, they know this is like the cursed one, like they're all cursed, but this is the most cursed, and everyone kind of takes out their anger and hate on this one thing, and it's like the most horrible thing that can happen to you. And then she kind of has, like, she knows all this, she receives this kind of reaction from everyone, and then she has to kind of, like, I can, in a way, understand why she would say to herself, okay, I just need to love him. No matter what, I just need to tell him that I love him. You know, that's what a mother should do, or something like that. Like, in some way, at least she was trying, but she wasn't trying for real. She was trying for fake, kind of. She was just trying to do the right thing by him or something, when she couldn't really live with him. It's like devastating for, like, especially a kid his age, like he was so young. There was so much that he had to deal with, and that so much hatred from so many people, like from the moment he was born. Like there was never any chance for him. Wow. Like I really do appreciate Kazuma a lot. Like he obviously cares a lot. Like, and he wanted Toru to be the one who accepts him and actually, like he said, comfort him for me, because he can do it. Like, he already accepted him and it wasn't enough. Like, he needed someone completely from the outside who knew him as himself, who knew him as a person, that would take that step and say, the you are is like more important than what, like spending time with you, getting to know you, even getting to know this side of you that is so awful and so hard to bear. Like, it is important to me. Like, I need all of this. Like, it all comes together as a package, and I'm going for it, kind of. Like, I'm accepting all of it. And that's, like, super not something that you can just, like, it was such a big risk, honestly. And I mean, just imagine if something has gone wrong. If Toru just, I don't know, never came back or something, just couldn't handle it. Like, it's the first time that you really see Toru, like, really discouraged. Like, she really had these moments when she just had to kind of, you know, collect herself. She was like, she fell down, she had to throw up and kind of just, you know, just kind of try to come to terms with it. And then she came there and he totally, like, he hurt her, told her to go away, and then she actually did. Like, we don't really see her go, like, she never went away before in front of a challenge like this, and here it was just too much for her for a moment. Well, that's not entirely true, because we did have, like, kind of a similar scene, not really similar in terms of the impact that it had, but, you know, when Kyou, in the first few episodes, I don't remember exactly which, maybe episode 2, told her, you know, stay away from me, you're an eyesore, and she walked away and felt that he really hated her. So she did do that before, but back then she didn't know him as well, and she didn't know to read, you know, his reactions as well. She didn't care about him as much yet. She wanted to, but they weren't yet close enough. He didn't let her get close. And I love how that parallels this scene, because he was obviously using the same words that he used then, that he knew would hurt her, knew that they already made her walk away from him, and he wanted her to do the same again, because he wanted to push her away so badly. And she, on the other hand, already knew these words, already knew that he didn't mean them, because he already used them, and she, you know, by now she knows him a lot better. She knows that he gets emotional, and she knows that he's underneath that. He's very vulnerable, so she knows who he is under that monstrous exterior. Thankfully, she was able to gather and, like, to realize just how important this is, that she had to go back. But I mean, it's incredible. It could have very easily gone the other way. It wouldn't really have been Toru's fault. It would just have been like, you know, you can't, like, it's just too much. It's just too much or something. Also, we know, like, how much, like we know that the Kyou, like, we had that episode with Shigure, episode 10, I think, where he was, like, talking to Kyou about how, oh, why are you, like, so scared of getting to know Yuki? Like, you don't want to accept that he's maybe, like to get to, like, you know, not to see him as your enemy, because he basically pins everything on Yuki, all the fault, everything, even though it doesn't make any sense. And it's pretty much what everyone does to him. He does the same thing to Yuki. Like, everyone thinks he's a cat spirit, that and that means that he's this kind of, like, this and this and this, and we have to hate him or whatever. Then he does the same. He's like, oh, you're the rat, so that means that you're the fault for everything. And, you know, it's a very easy way to kind of, like, not take responsibility or not have to face yourself, and just be like, oh, it's all Yuki's fault, it's fine, like, anything that goes wrong is Yuki's fault. You know, and that way you just kind of, yeah, like Kazuma said, you just run away from yourself and you continue living barely and, like, just hiding from yourself. Like, he was doing to himself what his mother was doing to him. You know, not being able to accept that side, not being able to think about it. Basically to say, oh, it's all Yuki's fault, it's all Yuki's fault, I just need to kill Yuki. And then, like, here it went really far, because before he said, oh, I need to fight Yuki and then I will get accepted or something into the family. But here, like Like, I mean, I think this is like the new kind of goal that he got to himself at some point. But before that, you know, the original goal was just like, I will kill him and then I will die and then everything will be fine, you know? That was the only thing he saw for himself. As a kid of, I don't know what, 7 years old. Like, I don't know, maybe 10. I don't know how to judge their ages because they always look so small. But anyway, Jesus. That's just so much to deal with. Tori did it. She broke through to him. It was love. Wow. This episode killed me. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. And I will see you in the next one. Special thanks to my top Patreons, Redding Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Tyranor, and Michael Gabriel. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, without whose support I would never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.